you guys are together? You're both youngins?
Yeah.
Nice. How old are you guys?
25.
25. Both. 25.
Yep.
Nice. And you guys think you're gonna end up together?
We're married.
Really?
Yeah.
When did you decide to do that mistake? 2 years ago? You were 23 years old?
Yeah.
When I was 23, I was fucking a pig farmer. I fucked a pig farmer so that he would donate a pig to my dad's funeral. I fucked him in a tent at this folk music festival, and then he got way too drunk, and then he flipped his truck, and he called me, and he was like, I flipped my truck, and now I don't know how to deal with the farm, and I was like, oh shit. He's like, what do we do? And I was like, wee, fuck off. What the fuck? That's crazy. I got my pig, bitch. I actually need an answer to this. Who wears a thong in here? Okay. You wear a thong. Do you get a skid mark on the thong ever? Don't say no to me! What do you mean? You never... I wipe until my asshole's bloody. That doesn't mean I don't have a rough day. You never get skid mark on thong. I have... I have OCD about poop, dude. I am a poop fiend. Not for poop, but against poop. If right now I pulled down everybody's pants and underwear, and I balled up toilet paper, and I pushed it against your assholes, and pulled away, do you fucking think that there's gonna be nothing on that toilet paper? What'd you say? At least one person? At least only one person's gonna be cleaning. Sometimes you give up. Sometimes you wipe so much it never stops. You're like, I have to live. I have to live my day, so it's gonna be a poopy day. But if that day was a long day, I would be fucked. The jargon of love yourself. Have you guys heard all this? Like that. What did somebody say the other day? You need to meet yourself where you're at. What the fuck? Are you trying to give me a panic attack? That's the scariest thing. I'm just trying to meet myself where I'm at. What are you talking about? That's the most metaphysical bullshit. It's all metaphysical bullshit like that. Like the other one was listen to your body. Okay, let's listen. Okay, first of all, doesn't make sense. My ears are what I used to listen. They're a part of my body. Okay, that doesn't make any sense. But if I wasn't listening to my body, you would say, eat a bag of Swedish fish, try heroin. Take the entire first layer of your skin off so you can feel the wind on all your nerve endings. Maybe like an electrical socket, because it might make you feel awake for the first time in 6 years. Listen to how dorky the lies have gotten. Zuckerberg, did you guys see him on Rogan? He went on Rogan, and he just lied blatantly. Rogan was like, do you hunt? And he was like, yes. And he was like, what do you use? And he goes, a bow and arrow. And he goes, I find it to be better sporting. And Rogan was like, sporting? And he was like, nothing. And then they kept talking. And it was so crazy. He was like, what kind of bow and arrow you have? And he was like, I don't know. And he's like, you don't know? Who taught you to use it? And he goes, the guys. It was just all a lie. And then you get Elon Musk doing that Hail Hitler thing, and then you're like, why did you do that? And he goes, it was a Roman salute. I'm like, that's the f***iest fucking excuse you could possibly come up with. Remember how cool lies used to be? Like Bill Clinton being like, she didn't suck my dick. Like, that's awesome. Or Obama being like, I didn't do coke. I did coke. I was upstate with my lesbian moms, 3 of them. And they're like, you can't get more liberal than that, right? Than 3 lesbian moms. They have, their pubic hair is like macro-made into a mural that says, not our president, or whatever. You know what's funny about the lesbians is, do you guys, okay, remember how Trump was like making all these big moves and like electing people, and the lesbians were like, that, no, and then all of a sudden RFK came in and they're like, RFK, he's don't do this. And then RFK goes, yeah, I'm gonna do crazy shit, like I'm gonna make raw milk legal. And then I had to look at my moms and I was like, you guys love raw milk. And they're like, yeah. That would allow Donna to open her farm back up, wouldn't it? It's nice when somebody has a... Never mind what I said about the drunk and the trashy. Scratch everything. Scratch everything I said about Buffalo having a dark, sinister drunk. Woman just yelled out, it's nice when somebody has a snow shovel, though. How did you get here? Later tomorrow, when you're telling somebody this story about tonight, what will you say? No way! No way, bro! There's no way that's what you just said out loud! What is going on? You just said I got fired from a job? I'm not gonna play this game with you, lady! I want you to hear the words I say, and I want you to answer the words I say. What job did you work? No, too much. Not what I want. What job did you work? Training to be a driving instructor. Not real! Training to train? You were training to train? That's not a job! That's not a job! Are you shithoused? Long Island iced teas? What are we working with? What's in there? Sour mash? Who the fuck are you? Who are you? Who are you? Are you dating this woman? No, you are not. You may not. And don't ever teach people to drive, you insane lady. Don't ever do that. You've been married for 4 years. Do you want to have kids together? I'm a midwife. I've seen some nice... Oh, that'll fuck you up. Did you see the vagina rip? You saw that? You saw it rip? How often does it rip? 75%! My friend just had a baby and the placenta got stuck, so they had to cut it out, and then she bled out, and she thought she was gonna die, right? And then, okay, here's the whole scene. I'm at her house. She's like, I bled out. I thought I was gonna die. She's got these 2 titty pumps hooked up to it, and they're making noises like she looks like a Mad Max creature. And it's like, her nipples are being pulled into the suckers, so they're as big as penises in the suckers. Milk is spurting out. She's not even holding the pumps. They're just hooked. They're just resting. She's got this huge empty belly where the baby was. The baby's on the belly, and I'm like, why are you pumping? She was like, I'm an overproducer. I was like, that makes me want to faint. And then I was like, well, why don't you just pump? Why do you breastfeed? And she was like, because if the baby has bacteria in its mouth, my nipples will produce enzymes that are healthy for the baby, which I didn't know. And then at this point, I turn and look at the father, and he's standing in the kitchen just like... Where's Waldo ass? Just like, you guys want coffee cake? And I was like, why are you even here? You know what I mean? Like, it was so crazy. Nothing different happened to his body at all. He's just crazy. He's like holding up pictures of like numbers to the baby and being like, what's this number? And the baby's 1 week old. Like, you gonna leave the frosting end of the cake just out like that? No, we're not gonna finish it. You're gonna leave it? You're done? What's that feel like to be done? What does it feel like to get halfway through the cake and go, good? Can I ask you something? Can we be honest and lucid together as women? Don't talk to us. If he wasn't here, would you house that? You would? Okay, great. And what age are you? You're 24? Dude, I'm 33. It gets so much better. At some point, you'll be like, get off of me. I empathize so much, dude. In my 20s, I did the same. I'd be like, I never eat. And I would be like, you don't see what I do in the dark. Like, I would wake up in the middle of the night and be like, what does he have, honey? He'd be like, your hands are sticky. I'd be like, no. Are you a frosting girl or a cake girl? You're the cake girl. Okay, great. Because I'm a frosting girl. There's no way. I go frosting outside first. I'm high fructose corn syrup. I used to be pretty obese. You a cake girl too? You look so professional. What do you do? You foreign? Oh, you're wasted. She's wasted? Are you wasted? Oh, yeah. Okay, you're foreign. Oh, okay, great. That's so much better than what I thought. I know you don't understand what I'm saying. Thank God. Because I thought you were... You know what I mean? And I was going to be like, we got to call somebody because that dude might do... You know what I mean? I thought he was going to go to jail.
I do treat foreign people like they're stupid, but that's because I'm stupid. That's why I'm screaming a different language at your face. Okay, I apologize. God, okay. Are you guys, what are you, Swedish? That's not a different language, is it? Amsterdam is English, right, Red? What? Oh my God, I'm thinking of Australia. I'm retarded. You're right. No, you're right. You're right. You're right. We always get Australians. Red, you nodded. You're retarded with me, dude. We need to leave the country sometimes. Wow. Okay, you speak a different language. What do you speak? Hamster? Dutch. Okay, sick. Great. Netherlands, not Australia. Got it. Okay, great. Moving on. What was I talking about? Nothing. I was literally talking about, I was talking about cake because there's cake there and I have to talk about it. Okay, let's do jokes.
What? This? That I did this? You thought I was doing cocaine? What were you thinking? I did get addicted to coke, because I was like, I was touching my nose. I did get addicted to coke. That's why I had to quit drinking. I had to quit drinking. Ready for this, crazy? I had to quit drinking because I was addicted to cocaine, and cocaine made me addicted to bowling, and bowling was taking all my money. How crazy is that? I was totally functional. I was going to grad school, doing comedy, and had a carpentry business, all while I was addicted to cocaine. Totally crushing, right? Drinking, and then bowling. And then bowling ruined my life. I was canceling shows. I'd be like, I gotta be somewhere. And they're like, Jordan's a coke addict. And I'd be like, I could not. If I called a friend right now and was like, you guys want to get coke? They'd be like, oh, Jordan's bowling again. It's not good.